Hey, this is Jordan Belfort, the real Wolf of Wall Street, and you're listening to The Anthony Rogers Show.
Welcome back to the greatest show in the universe. In the studio we have Bruce.
What's up?
Matt.
Hey.
Drew.
Hello.
And on the line we have the Poopy podcast.
Hey Poopy.
Hey Poopy podcast.
Poopy podcast, yeah.
Fuck yeah. So tell me, you guys did a rectal exam on the air?
Yes, with Dr. Evan Goldstein. So it's the Hey Poopy podcast with
Dave
and Ellen, and we like everything but. So we talk about poops, farts, and everything that's butt health. So we met this Dr. Evan Goldstein, and he is a rectal surgeon here in New York, and he helps a lot of people with their hemorrhoid and fissures and stuff. And we did an interview with him, and he was like, you guys should come back and do a live rectal exam. And so for our 1-year anniversary, I gave my asshole to the podcast.
Wow.
I love that sentence. I gave my asshole to the podcast. I want that on a t-shirt. Like, that's great.
Baseball jacket. It was pretty epic, though. Yeah, Ellen did great.
You guys perform?
My cheeks and everything.
You guys perform at children's birthday parties?
Yeah, bar mitzvahs.
Funerals.
Funerals.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's cool. So, like, what's some other stuff you guys talk about lately? Like, it's an interesting concept on everybody this week.
So we started the podcast because I have a private Facebook page where I would just talk about my poop because I'm totally obsessed with number 2. I always say my number 1 problem is my number 2 problem, and my lovely co-host Dave was like, let's do a podcast about this. And I was like, yes, I'm totally into it. And so originally we were just going to like laugh at people shitting their pants stories, and then it's like exploded into this like, yes, we do laugh at people and they're shitting their pants stories, but like into a whole like health thing on people's butts.
That's crazy. So you guys have a message.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's good.
Well, it's like the one thing that everybody does. Everybody shits, poops.
The
common ground. Are you guys German? Are you guys German by chance?
No.
That's interesting. Germany would love you guys, though. You guys have a lot of German listeners?
We hope so.
Yeah, one day. We're fishing the German market and Japanese people.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, I think they'd kill it. It's funny. It's an interesting concept, and you like confidently like promote. I like that. It's a funny thing, man. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Everybody has a pretty good story usually about shitting their pants. So we usually like to kind of mine that.
And we've literally interviewed every type of person in the past year plus that we've been doing this because it's the one thing that's the great equalizer. If you eat food, you're gonna shit it out.
Yeah,
that's fucking true.
That's how it goes, yeah, usually.
I shit my pants in the 3rd grade, not gonna lie.
And that is the only time?
I'm calling bullshit on that. I don't know, I think it is. Really? Give us some top facts about people shitting their pants and ratios or percentages. Do you have any facts? I mean, it's kind of like a mixed bag, really. Give me the numbers. I mean, most of them are accidents, I would say. If anything. Sure. Who was out there planning to shit their pants? What's your guys' tally?
Our newest episode is coming out this Wednesday. We always dump a new episode on Wednesdays.
Literally dump a new episode.
Yeah. Instead of calling Wednesdays Hump Day, we call it Dump Day. And so our new episode is this guy, Phil Evans, and he said he never shit his pants before in his entire life, except for when he was a baby. And then in the past 6 months, he shit his pants 3 times. Yeah. And he's making up for lost time. And he said the first time he did it, he just went, oopsies.
Some poopsies. So, I've never shit my pants.
Like, don't say never, honey, it will come.
Look, there's plenty of time left.
I know. No, fair enough. So, is a shart like a fucking poop your pants deal?
Yes.
Okay. I'd say that's shit adjacent, but yeah.
I mean, okay, so if it never hits your fucking underwear, is that shit in your pants? Like, there has to be some kind of, like, boundaries and constraints.
No, I think there's got to be some kind of remnant left over.
It's got to hit the pants, right?
We're going to pants you.
Only the verified shit.
If you shit your pants, they hit the pants out. It's in your boxers, man.
Yeah, if it doesn't even hit your boxers, you literally that's your pants.
So, you shit your actual pants, not your bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Is there a weight regulator? It has to be like under 0.4 ounces or some shit for the count.
No, I think it's just anything that leaves your body is on the outside.
If you poop though, and it just stays between your cheeks, we call that the whoopie pie. So if you whoopie pie yourself, it's pretty much in the same realm as shitting your pants.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough then. May have whoopie pied myself a couple times then.
There you go.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's like never mind. I shit my pants.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Scratch that.
No, I think
On the record.
On the record.
I have not shit my pants yet.
All right, well, look.
It's okay though. I'll just do it on purpose one day. Just say it.
The nice guy.
Send us the story. Come on the show. We'd love to talk about it.
Well, I will be the first one that I contact.
I gave up shitting actually. I haven't shitted in 6 years. 6 years clean up
You just throw up your food?
Yeah.
I don't even need to. I'm immortal. It's weird. I don't have to do a lot of things.
You have a colostomy bag? You just collected it?
No, I decided I didn't want to do it anymore.
It was unclean. Let's not say it was unclean.
I still don't do it anymore.
So, how do you shit your pants if you have a colostomy bag? I mean, that's like is that
Well, we had someone on the podcast
that actually had a colostomy bag, and
what
he was
did it
saying
taste
that
like?
basically, what?
What did it taste like?
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it's not Jackass. It's not Jackass. Okay.
Well, we did have a dominatrix on who shits on people and does forced consumption.
Right.
Here's my
consumption.
Here's my money. You fucking beat me up and shit.
So I've heard that's very unhealthy though.
It is. It's very.
That's hardcore.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
They're great.
Well, I guess I guess we all partake in unhealthy habits, but
What's the craziest story you've heard? You probably have this question. I imagine it's a common question, but what's the craziest story you've heard with adding this from other people and stuff?
I mean, probably the dominatrix stuff.
Go into some more detail. What were they doing, actually?
Well, she talked about this guy wanted to have his. He wanted to get shit on for having his mouth, but he didn't want to taste it, so he had a plastic bag in his mouth. And she just shat in the plastic bag.
Isn't it he lied like a mouth condom?
Yeah. And then the second I hit his mouth, he just instantly regretted it.
Oh my god.
I thought you were gonna say instantly something else, but
Oh no. But then we had a guy on that put a giant got a dildo stuck in his ass.
Yep, that happens.
Yeah, the opposite of shitting his pants. He put a 12-inch double-ended dildo and it got stuck in him for 2 days, and he had to go to the emergency room.
He had to get it surgically removed.
Yeah, so that's the question I had when I first heard about this deal. Like, do you guys? We're talking medically and stuff. Do you guys know? The adverse effects of, I guess, rectal or anal sex, or, these porn stars that, that have anal sex all the time. Is there, like, some, problem we can expect in the future that they may be dealing with or something like that?
I mean, we're definitely not doctors. I mean, I've lived in medical school.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I imagine you do anything enough, like you're gonna wind up with some issues, but
no, but we had
ways to get around it.
But we had Dr. Evan Goldstein who helps people with their anal sex, and he came up with his own douche to use, and he's basically saying there's certain ways that you should be douching before anal sex, and you shouldn't use water because it'll rip the lining, that you should actually use something with a little more lubricant to it, and that to everything do stuff safe. But he also said one of the most and to make sure you don't get HPV in your butthole and get cancer in your butthole, and that everybody should be doing the shot, gay, straight, man, and women, to make sure you get cancer in your ass.
Crazy.
That's how my grandma died. She died of butthole cancer.
She had butthole cancer?
Yeah, my nana.
Wow, she's a freaky lady.
Yeah, she's a fine lady. She's a.
So like that's so I'm not laughing really.
You're making fun of my grandma right now?
No, I'm not about your grandma.
Are you speechless?
No, I am speechless to a certain extent. But so I look at like any muscle. I guess your sphincter is a muscle, correct?
Well, yes, there are a bunch of different muscles in there, and if there's some of them that's too tight, you can put Botox in it to loosen it up. Ooh. Or there's Kegel exercises you can do if it loosens up and you need it tighter. But if it could squeeze out a pretty big turd constantly, then a couple dicks can go in there just fine.
Just not 22-inch ones?
Not 22. No, 12.
Oh, yeah. You gotta throw up to that.
Have you,
everything in moderation?
Oh my god. Inch and a half inch at a time. Are you familiar with the term turd cutter?
No.
Oh, please.
What's a turd cutter?
You're a poop expert.
You guys brought it up. Please tell my guest.
It's just where your butthole, it's your sphincter basically, where it's cutting off the turds like logs.
Oh. I mean, I've heard the joke, why does the poop come out tapered?
Because of your fucking intestines. Listen.
No, because your butthole doesn't want to slam shut.
Well, okay, here's the big question I have. So this is my like end of the fucking world question I've had. How do you fucking how do you control your sphincter? See, that's the real question. It's like so I'm trying to take a shit, right? Like and you guys are so equipped for this conversation. So I'm not even gonna apologize. So I'm trying to take a shit and I want like this good smooth shit. But like my fucking asshole has a mind of its own and it was like, wants to contract like halfway through it. I don't want it to. So like is there a way or to allow your asshole to just relax and just let the shit just happen, you know what I mean? That's
number one, fiber. How much fiber is in?
Fuck, man, probably not enough, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We gotta get you on some Metamucil. Number two, do you have a squatty potty?
No, I've heard about it. Are you talking about the footrest? You put your feet up on it?
Yeah, but you can use books or whatever.
I'm not putting my books on.
Literally lift up your feet so you're more of a squat position because that actually takes the kink out of your rectum.
Oh God. So I mean, and I get that. I do get that, and I'm sorry for interrupting. I apologize, but so like the thing is though, like your asshole has like a mind of its own though. It's kind of you try to fight it, but it doesn't really.
Your asshole has a mind of its own. You have to fight it. That was a sentence.
But number three, you need a lot of water in your diet to pass all this fiber. But if your asshole keeps slamming shut, maybe you need some Botox up in there to loosen it up.
Yeah, have you Botox your asshole yet? Have you thought about it?
No, I was thinking more or less like so you're saying just get the shit out so fast, like that your mind can't contract your sphincter fast enough.
Well, how long are you on the toilet?
No, not like that. But I'm just saying, like
battle.
No, I'm just saying, like sometimes.
This is my new favorite podcast, like.
Yeah. Well, all right. Anyway, it's just like say you got one of those little long turds or whatever, in this podcast, you know what I mean? So yeah, and you're just like, holy shit, you get nervous and you just cut it off halfway. And it's like, I didn't want to cut it off, I just wanted to finish it, It's like fucking so stuck,
I've never had that problem. I just like let it all.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's just like take some more fiber. Something's gonna slide in.
So what does fiber do for that?
Well, we take this one fiber pill that we interviewed the guy from Pure for Men, and it's actually a fiber pill that helps duty. And so on our podcast, Hey Poopy, we talk about the no push, no wipe, which is the Bristol stool chart number 4. So if you look at a Bristol stool chart, the number 4 is the smooth criminal. It comes out smooth. It's one long log.
That's fucking like.
So when you take like a fiber supplement like Pure for Men, it basically binds the shit and evacuates it at the same time.
It acts like a scrubbing brush, just like pushes everything out.
And so you want something more like that to just really evacuate.
And we got a bunch of free. It's crazy. You're not gonna have any butthole fights anymore. It's gonna be you and your ass are gonna be best friends.
That's great.
No more butthole fights. They're over.
Yeah.
So my friend, he eats a lot of moose and a lot of salmon and stuff like that. You know, I guess a lot of protein, but yeah. So I know.
That sounds awful.
No, it sounds so crazy. He eats fiber bread. What all this great stuff too. You know, along with like these natural, like fresh caught salmon and fresh, fresh moose and fresh bear or whatever. He's in Alaska, but he told me one time, man, he's like, dude, I shit so good that I don't even have to wipe my ass, and like. Yeah, that's a
no push, no wipe right there.
Dude, that's clean. Dude, that's fucking clean.
That's perfect.
The best food. Kind of poop.
Wait, what?
We lost you.
Oh.
I said you want to kind of poop like in the floor. Do you use toilet paper? No. You want to push it. You want it to slide right out and it's clean.
Yes.
And no wipes, no pushing. It just falls out of you. Nothing.
Yes.
That's the mythical gold standard we're all looking for.
Yep.
What about? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Totally.
No, you guys already answered it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, go ahead.
What some of the other guests we've had on was the woman who invented the Tushy bidet, and she gave us a history lesson on bidet. And so bidets are really, really great. They're really inexpensive ones that just snap around to your toilet. It's much better than dry wiping, and baby wipes are terrible for your ass.
I thought we should be using bidets like 25,000 years ago, and like till now. I've heard people should be using that shit forever. It's like weird that it's not even in America.
Yeah.
Asia has it everywhere, but like America doesn't. It's weird.
Well, they were saying one of the big reasons why we don't use it in this country is because when all the vets came back from World War II, the only places that they saw bidets were in whorehouses, and they didn't want to. So that was it got kind of stigmatized. It's like really, it's a weird story, but yeah, people been using bidets forever. But
we need to get that going.
Yeah, we each have one at our own. They're great, and you can get one for $80, and it just snaps onto your toilet in 10 minutes.
It's a game changer.
And you want to be
before or after anal sex?
Oh, you can do it before and after also.
After you have the bathroom.
You can use it post-coitus. And if you had no women out there who want to use it for their that too.
Huh? They use it for their what?
Real purpose.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fucking blown away. I'm fucking blown away. Yeah, I just left to Southeast Asia and didn't use the bidet in the airport. Is that so if it's a public bidet or is that a problem too? Is it can you transmit anything, or is it fucking weird, or does that shit recycle correctly, or how does that all work?
Do you wash your...
What? I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, cut out. What'd you say?
I cut out on.
I said, do you wash your hands in a public bathroom?
Yes, totally.
It's the same water.
Cool. So just recycle clean water, and then the waste just goes where it goes.
Yeah, no, it comes from the same source as supply. It comes from
Yeah, I'm just worried about shit particles or whatever, poop particles, flying back out of your ass onto the fucking machine, and then that shit, gets,
I mean, I will say, I've never used a public bidet before.
Exactly.
I mean, but at home it's great,
Yeah, at home
it's clean.
It's like anything else. You should look at it before you do it. I mean, when you poop in public, do you lay down the nest?
I don't poop. I stopped 6 years ago.
Yeah, I do. I have laid down a nest. I think sanitation wipes and stuff like that is much more efficient than
I drink out of that public bidet.
Or you're not dead.
My immune system's really strong.
You have hepatitis by now?
No, my immune system keeps getting stronger. I can't die. I'm immortal now. It's weird. It's weird.
No, it's super interesting though, guys, that you know so much about it, and I'm super excited to hear about the knowledge you'll gain in the future and the stories that you'll get through these podcasts and shit. That's really neat.
Well, yeah, that's the great thing is that everybody has this never-ending supply of pooping stories.
Yeah.
we literally are booking so many guests just because everybody has the shits.
Yeah, you know it's so weird though. It's like, you go to different. I don't know. In America, I think we're in a wrong. We're not doing well when it comes to what we eat and stuff like that. And that affects obviously our number 2.
Oh, diet, you mean? Yeah.
Completely. I mean, I don't know about how old you guys are, but Dave and I are both in our 40s, and we realize that, like, things like great fiber and good night's sleep and lots of water have, like, really changed the way our lives see, and then, like, our poops actually show that. Like, when we have these great, beautiful 2 to 3 poops a day, you're just, like, a much happier person.
Big healthy shit.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Jackson Pollock Rorschach nightmares I used to have when I was younger.
So I have a quick question. So my sister, she can't shit. Like, I mean, she's like in great shape. She eats a lot of,
I wouldn't say why.
Healthy foods and shit, but she doesn't eat enough grease, or what is it? I mean, why can't she shit?
It's probably a fiber thing, but it's also women have like immense mind-body connection because we're told since we were little, like, you're a girl, don't make a stinky poopy, you're gross, and so maybe it could be even just like a therapy thing, but she should look into like some good fiber laxatives and maybe even colonics.
What's colonics?
Where they irrigate you with a lot of water for 45 minutes up your asshole, and then they suck all this shit out.
Wow. That sounds like a fucking solution, if you ask me.
Sounds like a cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like a 45-minute long enema.
Have you guys done it before?
Yes, we most have, but we haven't done it on the podcast yet, but we interviewed this colonic woman, Tracy Piper, who's like the colonic person to the stars. She does like a lot of she's seen a lot of celebrity buttholes and helped them with their shit.
Literally, right?
Literally
and figuratively.
Yes. I like that shit. That's funny.
I would fucking shoot myself in the face if I was my claim to fame. Like, well, I'm like, hey, I'm Anthony. I wash celebrities' assholes. Follow me on MySpace and Christian Mingle.
You might have a lot of NDAs that you have to be signing.
I know. I was just like, yeah. I'm like, how much is a gun, and does it hurt bad if I shoot myself in the brain? Like, well, how much longer will I live afterwards? And like, do I go to heaven? Those are my questions, like immediate questions.
And do you poop in heaven?
I stopped it. I haven't pooped in years. Like about 6 years.
I doubt you're pooping in heaven because you're not eating any food.
Exactly.
I'm eating hella food in heaven.
I thought there was a lot of fresh fruit in heaven.
I think it's all imaginary because heaven's
Or heaven would be like, man, where am I taking a shit? My shits don't smell in heaven.
Yeah, I've never shit, so heaven would probably be cool though. I'm gonna fucking kick it there hard. But if I kill myself, I couldn't go there, so the metaphysical story wouldn't make sense. Like, I'd be in hell getting my skin eaten alive by.
I think you shit a lot in hell.
Yeah, you only shit.
You have
no cell phone.
They're irregular.
You're in the bathroom with no cell phone in hell.
100%. But you shouldn't be on your cell phone in the bathroom anyway, because then you're staying on the toilet too long, and that's where you get hemorrhoids.
Yes.
See, I'm not a shitter. I'm just making up stuff. Like, I was trying to relate to people that still poop.
So
I guess I fucked up.
So I smoke cigarettes and drink coffee.
Gross. Are you fucking kidding me?
So why does that help me out?
We're not exactly sure because technically coffee is a diuretic, but some people it helps and some people it doesn't. Like, I think it's a lot to do with the mind-body connection, because for some strange reason, whenever I sit down at my desk to work, within the first 20 minutes I have to take a shit.
Without coffee?
Well, yeah.
That's
I don't drink coffee, Phil. I don't even drink coffee.
Coffee's for poor people.
Yeah. No, but so we I drink coffee and smoke a cigarette and I instantly have to poop. I mean, and
of course. I mean, if you're doing both of those, I'm sure it's like a complete cocktail for like taking a shit.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, no, it is great. It's good that you know your own like triggers that make it happen.
Because I only really poop a day, like once a day. So
But it's better than some people who go once a week.
Right.
Whoa.
Is that fine though? Just
Weird.
poop once a day?
Yeah, one to 3 times a day is normal.
That's great.
Any more than you're a Democrat.
Or Republican.
They probably eat that shit.
Are you guys in New York?
Yeah.
Yes, we're both in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, nice. I love the place. I visit New York once a year. It's very nice. I love Brooklyn. I love Best Side. I just love fucking Brooklyn. I don't know. I love Brooklyn. No, like really, I'm serious.
I'm like, I'm serious. That sounds like some shit.
No, Brooklyn's. You know, I can't. I mean, white people still, you know, think that place isn't cool. I don't know, but whatever.
Wait, what?
No, I mean.
White people still think that. What you said?
No. Okay.
That's not easy for you, probably.
Yes. Thank you for clarifying. Yes. Okay. Yeah. You put me in a spot.
I'm glad you guys see this too.
So, you know.
I'm just
glad a lot of people live in Manhattan or Soho or whatever, you know, like I would, even if I worked in Manhattan, I would live in Brooklyn. I think there's no reason to not live in Brooklyn. I mean, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to go to Brooklyn, you know, and I don't know. It's just it's kind of a thing, you know, I don't know. I think that like, it's like, it has this kind of, not a vibe, I'm not going to say a vibe, but like, so here in St. Louis, we have like downtown South St. Louis. People are like, oh, well, South St. Louis has too much crime or this and that, you know. But we're all evolving. South City's kind of evolving. Like Brooklyn's, you know, evolving. I guess in a lot of gentrification too, probably. But
Brooklyn is like South City.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what you're
South
saying.
City here in St. Louis. And
no, it is.
People, I think people outside of like Manhattan are like, oh, you know, if you're big time in Manhattan, you don't live in Brooklyn, right? Is that correct?
No, there's tons of people who work in Manhattan who live in Brooklyn.
Right.
It's like more fashionable to live in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's like that's how it is too. Yeah, no, it's the same. Yeah, Brooklyn like 10 years ago was like a crazy place probably, but now it's like dope and shit. Like it's the same way like this part of town is too. That's what he's trying to say.
Well, I mean, I've been living in Brooklyn for like over 23 years, so.
I feel like we used to clown on it more though. I feel like now it's like sexy though. Like in the last 10 years, it got sexy. I feel like though.
I think so too.
Like people will be like, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'll kick your ass. They're like talking some kind of way, like in pride and stuff. Like I feel like the last 10 years has definitely increased in perception and branding. I feel like.
Yeah, since hipsters came in.
I kind of wish there'd be more crime here.
Like there's not enough murders. These are rookie numbers.
There's a lot of like fucking assholes on the here now, so.
Yeah,
Steve and I probably live in Brooklyn because our apartments are bigger than what we could get in Manhattan.
Yeah.
That's
so
what
we both have lived here so long that we have rent stabilized apartments.
Oh.
How much do you guys pay, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, I pay 1/3 of what's going in the market right now because I've been in my place for 13 years.
Wow.
Damn, yeah. If you live in New York affordably, that'd be the place. Like most of rent. That's the one thing about. Like when I look at that, I'm like, I'm not trying to spend that much money ever like on a place. But no, if you have that price, though, that's definitely killer.
So what's your feel on Dumbo?
What's your what?
What's your feel on Dumbo?
The elephant?
The real people who live there.
Oh, okay.
It's just another place, that's all.
Yeah, I mean it's really gentrified over the past 20 years, and we know like their rent is very expensive. But
yeah,
I mean, it's like anywhere else. Like there's like cool parts about it, but then all like anything else, people will move in, the prices go up, and it's just kind of like you gotta dig a little deeper to find the good stuff.
Yeah, so
I live in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, which is right next to the sewage treatment plant, and I stopped by there today because I am dying to do a tour there on where they actually process New York City shit.
You know what though? I got a quick little solution for you, or just a fun fact, real quick. So I studied engineering and water treatment and wastewater treatment and shit like that. So ask me some questions maybe.
Oh, I'd love to know. So tell us, how does poop turn into clean water?
It doesn't. So I mean, okay, put it this way: what happens is wastewater gets pumped out, and it ends up in your water sources wherever, and honestly, the same water sources you're pulling from, which is kind of fucked up. you're like, okay, we're bringing water in from the river and we're purifying it. We're using several different stones or sands or something like that, and running through multiple filters and stuff, and then adding certain chemicals to clear it and stuff like that. But on wastewater, we just do biochemical. It's biochemical. Hold on one second. Let me remember. It's biochemical oxygen demand. So all your bacteria. So your bacteria has a life, and your bacteria is all like us. They all need oxygen, right? You know what I mean, to live. Everything needs oxygen to live. So what we do in a wastewater treatment facility, we would take and fucking, put this bacteria and put all these bacteria through a cycle of death. It's kind of stupid. It's like a death cycle. It's like, we deplete their oxygen until they die off, and then we know that they're dead, and it's still fucking shit water, but it gets pumped back in. But there's nothing, you have residuals of it, it's not clean, it's not whatever, but yeah, that's we need to work on it. But yeah, it's all biochemical oxygen demand. So we limit every bacteria to actually not produce more bacteria, and then we dump it. So it's not really that.
We dump the water back into the lake.
The same shit we pull it from. It's fucked up.
And then what happens to the actual poop?
Well, it's done. After all that stuff, it just falls apart. Everything just degrades,
We're drinking it. We have been forever.
Yeah.
We're drinking shit water with fluoride in it. There's fucking fluoride in it.
Fluoride is important, though. Fluoride.
Yeah, it treats your pineal gland and makes your teeth wet.
Proper.
We're drinking shit water with fluoride in it.
Yeah.
And we're all just yelling at each other all the time. That's where society's at right now.
We kill off the bacteria and then we can dump it.
We're just drinking shit water for decades.
And I'm sure it gets filtered. I haven't done any wastewater treatment, just studied about it, but I'm sure it gets filtered a little bit. But like the real deal is to kill the bacteria. So
yeah, we're still drinking shit water.
Yeah,
forever.
It's dumped right back into the rivers. We were pulling for the Mississippi here in St. Louis, and I've actually been to these plants and shit.
But it's free, so fuck it, right?
Yeah.
You go to restaurants, they gotta take the shit water for free. With ice, please. With ice shit water as well. Yeah, fuck yeah. More fluoride, though. I need to be dumber than my neighbor. It's my fucking goal. My grass is greener and I'm more dumb. It's perfect.
So, excessive fluoride increases, great teeth strength. But the problem is...
It shrinks your pineal gland, makes you more on the docile.
Well, true. And your bones. It helps your bones as well. But, your teeth could look... they could be black and yellow and all this shit with, excessive amounts of fluoride. They're fucking strong as, fucking steel.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like
Hollywood. It's like morons with white teeth.
Yeah. Well,
it's like Hollywood,
we add a little bit of fluoride,
yeah.
And there's an act and there's a regulation on the fluoride, the amount of fluoride.
Fuck being free, right? Let's all be docile, obedient morons.
But yeah, no, we're drinking shit water. To be honest with you, we're drinking shit water. We kill the bacteria, we let it die. And we don't kill it, we just let it die by depleting its oxygen. Yeah.
It's much different shit water in the United States than it is in Mexico, I can tell you that much.
Fuck yeah, they don't...
At least we're not drinking Mexican shit water. That's all I'll tell you. We're going to get Ronald Reagan in charge.
The shit water in Mexico actually gives you the shit.
Yeah. Either way, it's gross as fuck, and I feel embarrassed to be alive still. I'm like, what is going on? I should have died years ago. Why am I still alive? This is the worst time of my life. I feel like everyone's a moron, and I'm stuck in it. I feel like,
You know what? I went to Mexico with my ex-girlfriend. This was a long time ago, right? So we went there, drank some water. We're fine. Ice cubes and stuff in our cocktails, whatever. Whatever. But I ate off dude, I ate some shit, on the coast, fresh shit, whatever.
You ate shit?
Dude, listen, they use salt water for their stuff or whatever. Fucking, my ex-girlfriend got sick off of fucking, a beef tartare or some kind of fucking beef that was let out, too long or something.
Damn.
It's that sucks, dude. I drank all kinds of fucking ice cubes.
I'll give her my prayers.
I'm
sorry about that.
There used to be a thing, don't drink the water.
Mm-hmm. And don't go to Mexico. It's fucking what the... If Mexico was inhabitable, it'd already be the United States. If it had anything good, it'd be called South Texas. That's what I feel like. Mexico is fucking...
It'd be old Mexico.
No, for sure, yeah, from Mexico, but we would have took the rest of it if it was inhabitable.
There's this great thing called, produce that we get mostly from Mexico. So just that alone, I pretty much high-five Mexico.
You're like, they got one export, trust me. They got an export. They got an export now. They know some people. Like,
it's like Australia.
Yeah, they wouldn't let the Nazis in during World War II. I was like, fuck, I know it was World War I, they let Nazis in. They wouldn't let Germany march through there. I don't trust them.
World War II, the Nazis, they went to South America.
Yeah, different wars. Yeah, World War I read it was weird. Anyway, you guys want to put out some social media shows that tell everybody what's new shit and stuff?
Yeah, sure. You can check us out at HeyPoopyPodcast.com or Hey Poopy Podcast on Instagram.
That's fucking great. Like, thank you guys for being on here and stuff. Pleasure to have you guys on. Everybody that's listening to their fucking podcast on repeat, download it, fucking share that shit. Tell your share in your company email to all the other employees. Like, just get it out there. Let everybody know it's happening. It's like very entertaining, honestly, and an interesting concept that's not some bullshit that's been done 5,000 times. So at least like it's original. And in my opinion. Anyway, thank you guys for real though.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you guys.